Hey guys, I'm really excited about today's video because today's video is all drugstore, super affordable products. I'm doing an entire face. This entire face of makeup I'm about to show you is only $50. Actually, a little bit less than $50. Okay, maybe a little more with taxes. But the products themselves, $50. I am really happy with how this turned out. It's a really lovely, easy, everyday situation. Got the glow going. Don't forget to like this video if you like affordable makeup, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so I am wearing a different foundation today that isn't included in this $50 because I wanted to try a new foundation to do a 3-day wear test. It's not working out for me, but I want to give it its full day wear, so I don't want to wash it off. But I did include in my math the PHOTOFOCUS, the Wet n Wild PHOTOFOCUS. I do like the original PHOTOFOCUS and the stick foundation the best. The dewy one for me doesn't last that well. So math-wise, imagine that we're wearing that foundation. But for concealer, we're going to go into the Wet n Wild PHOTOFOCUS concealer. I have the shade Light Ivory. This concealer does have a little bit more coverage than the foundation I do have on because it's a skin tint. This is one of my favorite affordable concealers because it is a nice light medium, like medium coverage, and it's really movable with the skin. So I find it really like comfortable and long lasting on my dry skin. Because it does have more coverage than the skin tint that I'm wearing, it's not like, it's giving me like reverse raccoon eyes, so I am gonna like bring a little bit more down onto my cheeks. This is Sunset Striptease. It is quite dark of a color for me, but it doesn't look as orange, so let's give her a swatch. That feels really nice. Oh yeah. Ooh, it does have like a sheen to it. Yeah, but it's not as shimmery looking as the other ones. I'm excited about this actually. It does still look like kind of orange, but let me pull the other one out. This is the one that I'm talking about, the contouring palette. Let me show you this one. This one is not in the math. Oh yeah. So this one is super darker. Okay, this is the Dulce de Leche, and this one is the Sunset Striptease. So you can see the difference there. I'm going to go into this Morphe brush because it's a little bit smaller, so I can like control it a little bit better, but it is still quite fluffy. So I'm going to tap a little bit into it and make sure to tap it off. And lightly, I really don't like Morphe brushes. It hurts so bad. It's just stabbing me. I like that. Before, after. See, look, it is shedding on me. Okay, I'm getting rid of that brush. Get out of my life. I should have waited and did the other side of my face at least, but I'm going to go into my e.l.f. pointed powder brush. Tapping it off definitely helps so that I'm not getting that full pigment, but I do love it. And you can't, like, this makes it look super reflective. It doesn't look like highlighter on my face. It just gives like a natural kind of glow. It reminds me actually a lot of Tower 28 Bronzino in West Coast because it is that more like radiant bronzer. I think this will be a really nice bronzer for the summer. Give me a like sun-kissed glow. You know what I mean? Without it being wild looking. Yeah, what do you think? I think that's nice. Let's get this double chin. Next, we are going to go into blush. People have raved about these for years as well, and I have never tried one. It is the Essence The Blush. I picked up Befitting. I felt like it was a really nice mauve-y neutral tone, which is my vibe, totally. So I'm going to take this Flower Beauty brush more pigmented than I thought it would be, but it's a really pretty color. First of all, this part of my face has like no coverage and I feel self-conscious about it. But anyways, let's get some glow on this face because I mean, I like the tones that are going on, but I'm looking so matte. So I picked up the Wet n Wild MEGAGLOW highlighting powder. People have also raved about these forever. I did have the MEGAGLOW highlighting palette, which I decluttered because it was just so many shades. I think it was like 4 shades that I wasn't ever going to use. So I told myself, you know, you can pick up a powder like a single one and get rid of this big one. And I forgot what color of the big ones that I liked. So I picked up Precious Petals because I feel like that's the color that everybody talks about. So let's swatch her. Look at how pretty. Ugh, that's so pretty. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, it looks like a nice soft gold. Yeah, maybe a little bit pinky tone to it. There we go. It actually looks like it might be a little bit dark for me, but we'll just go in really light-handed. Oh, yeah. And I'm gonna get this everywhere. I want to glow. So that's, yeah. Yes, it definitely livens up my face. So nice. I would say I still like my Essence one better, but it might just be because I really hate the foundation that I have on. I'm going to say that 100 times, actually. All right, for the eyes, I pulled out my e.l.f. Bite Size palette. I picked out the Rose Water one because I wanted something more everyday and light and easy kind of situation, but I am going to use some of the blush in my crease because these are a little bit more purpley. So I want to add this to make it match with my face a little bit more. All right, I'm going to take my NYX number 16 into the blush. And then I'm going to take this little smaller blending brush into the lighter shade here. I know that the shade I put in the crease is like actually a deeper shade, but since this one's a cooler tone, it'll look more like a shadow, if that makes sense. Hold on. All right, I'm going to go into this deepest color, which is one of those ones that has those little glitters in it, but I'm going to try to knock the glitters off because I don't care about them. Going back into the brush we used first, nothing new on it. I'm just going right over everything because I don't want this to be really a smoky eye. I just wanted to get a little depth in that outer corner. Now I'm going to go into the darker of the shimmers, which is this really, really pretty, like lilac-y color almost. We're going to go across the lid. And then I'm taking my pinky into the lighter one and going into my inner corner. Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of the highlighter actually on my brow bone. I never do a brow bone highlight, but for some reason, feeling it right now. Let's see. I think it's really nice, like the gold to the pink to the purple. It's almost like a really, really subtle sunset kind of look. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to put on my Lash Princess mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras, and it is so affordable. So here is it on one side. It immediately made my eye look 10 times bigger. All right. Now on to brows. If you know me, you know I hate my brows. I hate doing my brows. I hate everything about my brows. But I picked up this Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara Style and Calm. It is a clear gel. The packaging is super cute. So I'm curious about this. But I'm also going to be using my e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow. So I'm going to fill them in a little bit with this first, and then we'll use the brow gel. And I'm going to do a really easy fill. I want you to understand I am so lazy about doing my brows. No, I'm not done. I'm going to brush through them. So basically my purpose in doing my brows is that I just want them to be a little bit darker just so they show up on my face. But I don't really shape them very much or do anything too precise, honestly. Most days, at least. There are some days where I try. But I do really like this brow pencil. It's like creamy enough to where pigment comes off, but it's not so creamy that it's like hard to control. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't just like you touch your face and it swipes around and you're like, oh no, what have I done? I feel like it has enough of that like waxiness to give you a little bit of control, but it's creamy enough to actually put the color down without you having to stab yourself. Now let's try out this brow gel. If it is, yeah, for sure. The thing takes off enough of it to where it's not like you're putting a giant wet brush on your face. I definitely feel that it's wet. Like it's kind of cooling almost. And it's not fully like laminating them. But I feel like it is helping me to get the hairs. Hold on. But I feel like it does help me to kind of get the hairs where I want and kind of makes them almost have a little bit more of a definition to the brow hairs. So then it looks a little bit like I have more brow hairs. I'm not mad at that, honestly. It's not like a brow wax. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the, what's it called? The ColourPop Boy Brow one feels a little bit more like a brow wax. Like you gotta push it through your brows. It's a little bit thicker. This is really, really thin. It's like, it really is brow gel. You know what I mean? So we'll see. And the last thing I have here is for my lips. I picked up another one of my Essence Shine 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 lip glosses. If you know, I have the clear one and I absolutely love it. It's one of the juiciest lip glosses that I own. But I picked up this one. It is a really nice like taupey kind of color. I thought it would be good for like a nude lip. And it's called Bright On. This is number 6. So it's got lots of little sparkles in it. And I know that that usually makes your lips look real juicy. So let's test her out. Okay, so this one already, just from pulling it out, is not as liquidy as the clear one. The clear one, I feel almost like you could pour it out of the bottle. This one is a little bit thicker. Same smell though. Yeah, it's not as oil, glossy, juicy, plumping looking. Neither of them are plumping as the clear one, but it is a really nice, like the amount of shimmer that's in it gives this really wet look to it, but this is a little bit more of a thicker formula that lays thinner on the lips. The clear one is a really thin, wet, like oily kind of texture, but it creates like a lacquer, a thick lacquer on your lips, whereas this one is a little bit thicker, creamier of a texture, but it's a thinner wear on the lips. Like it, and I can feel the glitters on my lips, so if that bothers you, you won't like it. It's not lightweight, but it feels more creamy on the lips. I don't know how to describe this. But I like that color. I think on top of an actual nude lip, it would look really nice, but that's not in my $50. This is. So yeah, let me take down my hair. This is my finished look, full face of makeup, completely under $50. Very, very affordable. It's really funny when you think that these are some of the most affordable products that you can get at the drugstore, and yet it's $50. Like, for some reason you think like it would be less than that, but like every single product, $50 is pretty great. And obviously these things would last you more than one time. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be you wear it one time, that was $50. So I think this is super affordable, honestly, and it makes me really nervous for what some of my high-end makeup, like the full face, how much it would cost. That would be a lot of money. I really like everything that I use today besides the foundation, but I definitely do like the Wet n Wild foundation, so I do still recommend that. But that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
I hate the foundation I'm wearing. But, okay, my eyes are still watering.